Good morning, Europe. You are watching Europe Today. Salwan Momika, an Islam critique, was a refugee from Iraq who criticizes Islam and is well known for burning the Quran in front of many people. He was born a Christian in Iraq but says he is an atheist. Momika was shot dead on the 29th of January 2025. It happened at his home in Sodatelj during a TikTok livestream. Police announced that they had made 5 arrests in connection with the murder of 38-year-old Salwan Momika, who was reportedly shot in a house in the town of Sodatelj near Stockholm. I can assure you that the security services are deeply involved because there is obviously a risk that there is a connection to a foreign power, Sweden's Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson said at a news conference. Vice Prime Minister Ebba Busch also condemned the murder. It is a threat to our free democracy. It must be met with the full force of our society, she wrote on X. The Stockholm District Court, which had been set to rule whether Momika and co-defendant Salwan Najam were guilty of agitation against an ethnic or national group, said that it had postponed its verdict to February 3 as a result of the Momika's death. According to the charge sheet issued in August 2024, the pair had desecrated the Quran, including burning it, while making derogatory remarks about Muslims, on one occasion outside a Stockholm mosque. Prosecutor Rasmus Oman confirmed that an investigation had been opened into the murder of Momika. We're in the very early stages. There's a lot of information gathering, he said. Several media outlets reported that the shooting may have been broadcast live on social media. Police had responded to a call about a shooting in an apartment building where Momika lived in the city of Sodatelj, finding a man who had been hit by shots. A video seen by news agency Reuters showed police picking up a phone and ending a live stream that appeared to be from Momika's TikTok account. Sweden in 2023 raised its terrorism alert to the second highest level and warned of threats against Swedes at home and abroad after the Quran burnings outraged many Muslims around the world. Iraqi protesters reacted by storming the Swedish embassy in Baghdad twice in July 2023, starting fires within the compound on the second occasion. In 2023, Momika arranged a series of demonstrations against Islam. Momika posted dozens of videos online, often with majority Muslim country names in Arabic as hashtags, prior to the Quran burnings. During these demonstrations, he desecrated the Quran and burned it with police protection and legal permission. The Quran burnings were accompanied by attacks towards Momika. Momika, who had lived in Sweden since 2018, was faced with possible deportation in 2023 for allegedly giving false information on his residency application. Also in 2023, the Swedish Migration Agency decided that Momika was to be expelled from the country. Due to threats against him in Iraq, the expulsion could however not be exercised, and he thus received a new temporary residence permit until April 2024. On the 27th of March 2024, it was reported that Momika had left Sweden for Norway to seek asylum. Shortly after his departure, there were reports in social media that he had been found dead in Norway, but Norwegian police appeared to deny the rumors. On the 4th of April, Norwegian police announced they had arrested Momika on the 28th of March, and that they planned to deport him back to Sweden based on the Dublin regulation. He was transported back to Sweden on the 11th of April. If we talk about Momika's past background, he came from Karakosh, a town in the Al-Hamdaniya district in the northern Iraqi province of Nineveh. He was an ethnic Assyrian and raised as a Syriac Catholic. During the Iraqi civil war, when Christians became persecuted by ISIS, Momika joined the Assyrian Patriotic Party and worked as a security guard for the party's headquarters in Mosul. According to Iraqi government sources, Momika fled his hometown in 2012 after the local court found him guilty of causing a wrongful death during a car accident and sentenced him to 3 years of imprisonment in Badakhsh. After the fall of Mosul to ISIS militants in June 2014, Momika joined the Popular Mobilization Forces (PMF) to fight against ISIS. Momika also founded the Syriac Democratic Union and the Falcons of the Syriac Forces in 2014. An armed militia which was affiliated with the Christian militia Babylon Brigade, the armed wing of the Babylon movement. In 2017, Momika was involved in an internal power struggle with fellow Babylon movement leader Ryan al-Kildani, which he lost. He fled the country as a result. In 2017, Momika fled to Germany with a Schengen visa, where he announced his atheism and apostasy from Christianity. In April 2018, Momika applied for a refugee visa to Sweden, and he was since then registered as an Iraqi refugee until April 2021, when he was granted a 3-year temporary residence permit, which was due to expire in April 2024. Momika was denied a permanent residence, necessary to acquire Swedish citizenship, because he lied in his asylum application by denying that he was in the Imam Ali brigades, claiming that he was associated with the political branch and not the paramilitary branch of the movement. He was seen in pictures outside the Riksdag along with Robert Halef, a member of the Riksdag for the Christian Democrats. He also had a meeting with Julia Kronlid, a member of the Riksdag for the Sweden Democrats. Momika later stated that he wanted to run for election to the Riksdag as a candidate for the party. After he was granted a residence permit in Sweden, while still under investigation for his associations with the pro-Iranian militant group, he threatened a man with whom he shared accommodation with a knife, which resulted in him being convicted for unlawful threats the following year. He was sentenced to probation and community service. Thanks for watching.